Good morning, everybody. Hello. Hey. Hi. How you doing? Hey. Happy Saturday, y'all. Hope y'all are having a fantastic weekend. Who we got up in here? Cousin Tracy, Mr. J. Quinn, Unsolved with Barb, Shuey Mom, Cotton Candy Boobs, Angie B, Frankie Hopkins, Benny B, Angie B. I don't know if I said that already. He's in 74. Rosie May, Mandy TNT, Lisa Rice, or Race, not sure. Probably said it wrong. Hi. Grab your coffee and let's have a chat.
Cotton candy boobs.
Sending good karma, hello.
Unsolved with Barb. Haven't seen you around. Good morning.
Hey, Donna.
Shuby Mom, Benny B, Rosie, Lisa. Yum Diddly. That's another fun name to say.
Yum diddly.
Yum Diddly. Cotton candy boobs.
Grandma's chicken salad.
I'm going outside to smoke.
Already. Hey, Tanina. So, I'm not sure if, some of you will know, but some of you won't, because you're not following the Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey making a murderer thing. But apparently, there was a person who got a lot of the case notes and whatever for the Brendan and Dassey case because of the Freedom of Information Act. And there was a whole whack of stuff that was completely covered up by law enforcement. And I had never heard this stuff before. It's unbelievable. I'm going to have to make a video about it. But if you aren't familiar, Teresa Halbach was supposedly killed by Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey, and this was back in like 2003, 2004. And they're in prison for it. But what this individual uncovered with this Freedom of Information Act is there was a bloodied blunt instrument found in Teresa Halbach's vehicle, which was never mentioned. There were what were probably human bones found buried and like in a tarp off the property, and that was never mentioned. Like there was a whole bunch of stuff. It was just, when I heard that, I was like, what the hell? Why was this not part of the case? It's unbelievable. Hey, True Crime Loving Blonde. Rugby team playing, the European semifinal. Well, hope they win. Yeah, free Brendan Dassey. But why they covered that up, I have no idea. I think it's because all that was found off Stephen's property, so they wouldn't be able to hang it on him. Then again, this could all be a hoax. I don't know, but I'm definitely going to be looking into it. Hey, Tarantula. Yeah, I will put the link to the video that I watched last night. And this guy has a bunch of links in his description to go and check out all that stuff. So if you're into Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey, you might want to check that out, because that could be a game changer. That could be the thing that gets them out of prison. And if it does, oh my God, the lawsuit that's going to follow. It's going to be $1 billion. Hey, JD. Didn't get your notice. Well, at least you're here. Well, exactly. Yeah, that's why they did that to Estevan. It's because they didn't want to have to pay $30 million. It's unbelievable corruption. Unbelievable. All those Coburn, Link, all them, they should be in prison. Have you noticed there are way more crime cases now than back then? A lot more that haven't even been mentioned yet. It's sad. Every day to every minute something is going on. That's true. It is widely believed that they're innocent, Prairie back. If you want to have a look at that case, watch Making a Murderer on Netflix, and you'll see, like, it will piss you off. No one can watch that documentary and think, "Oh yeah, they're guilty." No. All right, Rosie. Yeah, I can't believe it. Like, it makes you wonder if it's true, but I gotta go and look at all those links that are in that video description and check all that out. Actually, I might as well just play that video right now instead of just telling you guys about it. If I get a strike, I get a strike, but I don't think I will.
When people look at films that are super beloved and they hear stories about the difficulty set, they
What's up, everybody? So I'm going to go over another article posted to the subreddit TikTok Manitowoc by user Tempedus. I have covered stuff by Tempedus before. This person puts together some incredible information on the Making a Murderer case. Always so well detailed and so well written out. I can't recommend enough checking out the subreddit TikTok Manitowoc and following or subscribing to the user Tempedus. All of the information is linked in the description below, as well as thanks to Jazznaz on Twitter. Their Twitter is linked in the description below as well, for sending me this information. Now, here's what this particular article is about. It was posted just 6 days ago. Not only did lead investigator Mark Weirgert confirm a bloodied blunt instrument was found in the back of Teresa's vehicle, we also have confirmation from Assistant Attorney General Fallon that possible human bones were found at the Cuss Road burial site. Now, here is where this information comes from. A new piece of information was recently released due to the tenacity of Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey supporters, who made a fruitful FOIA request and discovered a November 7th, 2005 affidavit written by lead investigator Mark Weirgert mentioning a bloody blunt instrument in the back of Teresa Halbach's RAV4. This was seen as a bombshell discovery, considering, one, none of us had ever known a bloodied blunt instrument and potential murder weapon was discovered from Teresa's vehicle. There is no mention of this potential murder weapon being tested at the state crime lab. And three, this new information is consistent with how Kathleen Zellner's blood spatter expert said Teresa was attacked. That is absolutely massive, showing possibly more information and more evidence that was hidden, suppressed, just gotten rid of by the prosecution, by the state, by the police, by all the people on the other side of this narrative. In addition to mentioning the bloodied blunt instrument in the back of Teresa's RAV4, Mark Weirgert's affidavit also detailed why he suspected he would find Teresa's body, clothing, and personal items buried at the burial site discovered at the Cuss Road cul-de-sac. Cadaver dogs and bloodhounds showed interest in the site, and they discovered white plastic protruding from the disturbed earth with pieces of a blue tarp found nearby. However, despite Weirgert's stated belief, we're told nothing pertinent was found at the burial site We were told this by multiple sources. And then it goes on to state, due to the release of Mark Weirgert's November 7th affidavit mentioning the burial site, Tempedus decided to review everything they could from the reports, motions, and transcripts that mentioned the burial site. Like I said, this person does incredible work. And they discovered a motion written by the highest ranking official to work this case that contradicts everything listed above. According to Assistant Attorney General Fallon, something was found at the suspected burial site, and it was something significant. Assistant Attorney General Fallon confirms suspected human bones were found at the burial site on Cuss Road on November 7th, 2005, 1 day before suspected human bones were found in Stephen Avery's burn pit. Now,
1 day.
this is a motion to suppress by the Assistant Attorney General Fallon. It is unreasonable to expect law enforcement officers to complete their search within 1 or 2 days given the fact that the resources were strained and that every time something was discovered off-site, personnel were assigned to investigate. Man, this information coming out is absolutely crazy. It absolutely fits everything Kathleen Zellner is talking about. So this is from Tempedus, so according to Fallon, there were possible human bones found at the burial site on November 7th, 2005, as well as more possible human bones elsewhere, probably the quarry. Tempedus thought that honest cop Colburn said the burial site turned out to be nothing. Possible human bones aren't nothing. Why would lead investigator Mark Weirgert say there was a bloodied blunt instrument found in the back of the RAV4 on November 6th if it wasn't true? Why would Fallon say there were possible human bones found at the burial site on November 7th if it wasn't true? So that's the article by Tempedus. Go check it out. I can't recommend it enough.
And there you go. Isn't that screwed up? Yeah, there was major corruption by law enforcement with that, and it's hopefully this is the final thing that gets Stephen and Brendan out of prison, because they shouldn't be in there. It's just unreal. Spring, did you hear about the little girl's body they found in Toronto in a dumpster? She has been dead about a year and was 4 to 7 years old. No, I did not, but that's very disturbing. Hey, Miss Mulla. Yeah, exactly, Rosie. There was no evidence of Teresa being stabbed anywhere. Like, they never found any blood other than in her RAV4. That was it. Hey, Lucia. He is like learning disabled. So yeah, back then I think he was 15 or 16, and he probably had the mentality of someone who's 11 or 12. Like, after he gave them this confession that they fed to him, he thought he could go back to school. He was worried about a test or something like that. He had no idea what he was doing. And that always pissed me off. Like, even if this was true, that Stephen brought him over and made him do this stuff, like, why is he in jail for that? Like, obviously this wasn't his plan. You know, all that stuff. He should not have gotten such a harsh sentence. But yeah, that's the case for me that really makes me question all law enforcement. Because if they can do that and get away with it, and it's so blatantly obvious Like, they can get away with anything. Hey, ATS News. You know, Rosie May, I mean, it's gotta be, I mean, something that important was buried. That has to be reason enough to at least reopen it. Has to be. Like, forget having to, like Zellner was saying, you'd have to provide a Denny suspect, right? They can't just say, we don't think that they did this and here's why. No, they have to be able to point to someone that they think could have done it instead. But this is just, it's so obvious that they covered up real evidence that there's no way that this case should not be reopened and retried at the very least. And if it does get retried, there's no way they're going to be found guilty. Nasty weather in Jersey. We're pretty nice here. It's a bit windy, but at least the snow's gone. Hey, it's Sally, my Jack. Good to see ya. Brandon was railroaded, yeah. No parents during the questioning, no child advocate, no attorney, exactly. It was so wrong. You should never have a child be interrogated without a parent or attorney present. That should never be a thing. Never mind one that's learning disabled. Lucia, this is that was Brendan Dassey and Stephen Avery. If you've heard of Making a Murderer on Netflix, it's that story. But there was some new stuff coming out that apparently law enforcement covered up a bunch of evidence. Or they took that evidence and planted it. Because I always wondered, like, they found human bones that they could never really, they never did say for sure that they're Teresa's bones. But they found a bunch of tiny bones in Stephen Avery's burn pit and a couple other places around the property. And I always found, well, that's just freaking weird. Why all over the property? Why wouldn't they be in one spot? But if they found these bones at this burial site, which was not on Stephen Avery's property, and then they covered it up, there's a good chance that they took the bones that they found there and planted them. We always wondered about that. Like, how did they get a hold of her bones and plant them? Because we figured they must have. But now we know how. Hey, Northern Light. So, yeah. Oh, and there's another thing. I'm going to have to do a video about this too, but apparently, going back to Summer Wells, the drive that Don did retracing his steps when he got home, that video that Cher put out, apparently that's making the rounds now, and people are saying, why did he go way on the other side of the mountain and all this? He didn't. I don't know what happened there, but that video shares, I'm sure you guys all know this, but that video shares, she actually has 3 videos, I think at least 3 videos, put together in one. First one is him just walking to the shed and then going inside and looking around. And then the other one is his actual, him retracing his steps, and he's actually talking about what he did. And then he goes down to that other shed and drives in that grassy area and all that. And then he goes back up and goes to his house, and then the video stops. Then he has another video where he's in his truck on the other side of Chimney Top or whatever it's called, and just driving around. He did not go and check that night, and people were wondering why he was over there searching, and he wasn't. So I don't know if anyone, it was a Scotty Skulls on Cher's last night that said that people were thinking that Don was retracing all of his steps and that was part of it. No, that was just another video that Cher put with that one. Hey, KTB. Everyone should flood the news stations with links to the new information that may help push this faster. That county wants Steve and Avery to be guilty. Yeah. That's not a bad idea, Cousin Tracy. They've proved time and time again they're not paying attention this summer. What do you think? Well, when we heard Pruitt talk about what he does, right? In the morning, he shows up and he goes over any new tips or information that may have come in. And then he goes over what he didn't get to the day before, and then he moves on to other cases. They don't have a dedicated investigator to just do the Summer Wells case. It would be nice if they did, but they don't. They have other cases they have to work on. Obviously, a missing child is a priority, but it's not the only case. So, unfortunately, it's an issue of manpower, really. I mean, Pruitt is a lazy dipshit. Well, even the way he described it, it sounded like he wasn't really putting in his all. And I'm sure he was trying to make it sound like he was working harder than he was. So, yeah, I'm thinking he gets in there, checks his messages, and then goes right back to other stuff. I don't know where Candus is. Yeah, if anyone knows where Candus actually is, by all means, put it in the chat, because I have no idea. I don't know if she's back home or she's still out bombing around with her friend or her new fiance or whatever the hell. Do you think Candus is scared? Yeah. And if she isn't, she frickin' should be. Because there's no way that all this stuff that she said, all this bullshit, and how she's just behaving now. Like, the woman lost 8 people from her life. She lost 6 children, one of whom is actually missing. She lost a sister who is missing, and she lost her husband. And it seems as though she just couldn't be happier. Who the hell could live like that? It just makes no sense to me. Thank you, Miss Molla. Appreciate you. The dogs are alone. Well, I don't know where Candus is either. If she's been back, apparently someone's been feeding the dogs. I don't know if it's a neighbor, if it's Candus. I don't know what's going on. If manpower is an issue, let FBI take it. Have you search com, help, or locals? Candus is really engaged. I don't think she's really engaged. I think that was just one of the things that they put out to make all the YouTubers buzz. You know how they like to do. Yeah, she could still be with Kathy. I don't know. Kathy could be the one she's engaged to. I have no idea. It would be nice to get some information, and I'd love to see law enforcement actually do something. I say this all the time, but make a move. Like, you got her dead to rights for giving a minor alcohol. You know, there's got to be ways that you can arrest and charge her and put pressure on her to give you more information. Like, why not at least try? What's it gonna hurt? Thank you, Benny B. Candus is happy getting drunk and high, no thought of summer. Yeah. Every now and then she'll say how much she loves her daughter, but she's not doing anything to try and find her. She's not doing anything to get her kids back. It's easy just to say something. Oh, I love her and I miss her so much. Okay, well, what are you doing to try and find her? Getting drunk and high? Yeah, I saw that. They don't even know if that dog was died from being hit by a car or what. But that has nothing to do with the Humane Society there. The Humane Society is just a shelter that you can bring animals to if you choose, or go pick up animals from. It's not their job to go and take people's pets. That's not what they're supposed to do. So yeah, I do love how they blamed or named a couple of YouTubers. Because, I mean, if you're that stupid... Oh, okay, we're going to talk about the stupidity of YouTube. Because I got a couple things I want to say. But if you're that stupid that you're going to go and blame a volunteer organization who, just because they happen to take in animals, that it's somehow their fault? Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, you could blame the mailman just as easily. He's been by there. Why wasn't he taking care of the dogs? Like, it makes no sense. It's not their job to take care of other people's pets. It's not. But yeah, it always makes me feel a little bit, well, sad isn't the right word, but when a YouTuber can make up something so stupid and the people, just because they love this YouTuber, they just blindly believe it and then cause absolute chaos. Like with that Humane Society thing, that's just, it makes me feel bad for those people that they're so easily duped. Like, you can tell them, like, look at that one that, I can't remember her channel name, CIA something, but when she rebroadcasts people's live streams and then she pauses it, and whenever the picture is blurry, she says, oh, you see? They're hiding things in the videos. And that's completely impossible. You can't do that. But people believe it. And we got that other idiot who's going after Cher 24/7, saying she's a witch now, and all this stuff. I'm like, this guy is so freaking dumb. I cannot believe that anybody follows him. All he ever does, ever, is talk shit about other YouTubers. That's it. He's a drama channel. You can't freaking understand a word he says anyway. So why the hell is he even bothering? But he's got people believing it. Oh my God, Cher's a witch. I'm going to unsubscribe for sure. It's like, wow. It is so petty and childish and ridiculous to do this shit. Like, how do you feel good about yourself when all you do is say nasty shit about other people? How do you sleep at night doing that? I know I couldn't. There's no damn way. But anyway. Yeah, electronic medium. I'm not saying his name or his channel name because I don't want anybody, if you don't know who he is, I don't want to give him a single view. But long story short, he's a moron, and all he does is say nasty shit about other YouTubers. Nothing wrong with being a witch, better than a bitch. There you go. Yeah, and that's the other thing is, like, actual witchcraft is, it's all about nature and harmony and one with the universe and stuff like that. It's not evil. Oh, don't go there. He seems mean for sure. Well, yeah, he'll probably start talking about me now because, well, I'm married to a witch, so I must be a witch too. Or a warlock, or whatever the hell you want. Fill your boots, dude, if you want to attack me. I could not care less. You're a piece of shit. Oh, he's been around for a while, Tinglebar, but... Well, for a while he was actually doing good stuff, but it's easy to get caught up in the drama. I will say that. Like, you get in, like, it's like a daily struggle for me to not really get into it because, man, I could shit hammer a lot of people, and I know a lot of people on YouTube be like, the voice of reason is going after people. Holy crap, I gotta see this. Like, I know it would be huge, but I can't do it. It's just not my thing. There's a few people that if I ever run into them, I'm going to try and push their nose through the back of their head. But I'm not going to talk crap about them on the internet. Oh yeah, I already got the warlock beard, yeah. Yeah, this means I'm evil. Because I have long facial hair. Oh, and they'll figure something out, for sure. They'll go back through all my old videos and find something I said somewhere, and oh, that's it right there. We got him. Whatever. And honestly, I think all you people, you know better. If Cher is a witch, I need her to put some spells on people. My great grandma has a very old book with some spells. Ah. Cher was actually talking about that. Like jumping right in and just giving this guy some real content if he wants to go after her. She's talking about Googling spells and shit. Oh, I know, Jody. Yeah, there is way too much of it. It shouldn't be a thing. Hey, Sue. Yes, I would like a money spell as well. I'll take 2. Well, that's just it, Rosie. There's a lot of people who... I don't understand how they can be so easily misled, but they can be, and it's kind of sad. Plus, it's always over something that just doesn't matter anyway. It has nothing to do with Summer being missing or any true crime cases at all. It has nothing to do with that. So why are we even talking about it? Should do a live with a witch hat on. Get the full get up, get the cauldron, stirring her stuff. We can get some, we'll get some dry eye. Oh, I'm losing my voice now. That's awesome. Is it? No, it's not back. It's coming back. What's going on with the reward? I have no idea. I haven't heard anything about it. Last I heard someone talk about it was Ernie saying what he'd do with it. No YouTuber is going to touch that money. It's not going to happen.
Baby, I love you.
Honey, I love you. I don't know why she said it like she was accusing me of something. Yeah, like the Fantasia Mickey Mouse sorcerer. Wow, you remember that with all the brooms and stuff? And I know she does not have a witch's hat. It's so ridiculous. Warlock hat and black cape, I'd look cool. I'm actually considering spicing up my true crime intro to make it a lot darker. And then that'll really get people going. Thinking about it anyway. Laura, I'll tell you, when I started watching watching true crime, I couldn't believe it. The fighting is just ridiculous, and the name calling is childish. Yep. And yeah, I'll say it was childish of me to call him a piece of shit, but whatever. Well, that's a big problem with these cases, and Cher and I have talked about this like extensively. It's like there's no new information. All we can do is go back over what we know or talk about conspiracies. And I personally would much rather move on to another case that we can maybe do some help in. But the YouTube audience, they don't want to watch anything else. They only want to watch things about summer. So it puts us in an odd spot. Like if we want our channels to be successful, which we do, we have to do what the audience wants. And the audience wants nothing but summer. I see other YouTubers talking about other cases, and it's awesome. But they aren't getting the same views that they got. And it's kind of sad. But yeah, I always said my channel, what I want to do is like a mini documentary kind of summing up everything all the information that's available for a certain case, put it all in one video, and then move on to another case. Yeah, anyone spoke badly about my fiance, I called him that too, yeah. How can we let this go? I can't. I get it. Like, it's hard. We think about summer all the time. We don't want to, like when I say I want to put this case down, I'm not saying that never talk about it again or anything like that, but we aren't learning anything new. And it feels like we're just like dragging it on. I mean, it's good that we're keeping her name out there, but I mean, are we actually accomplishing anything by doing this? So yeah, we battle with that a lot. Because we don't ever want to feel like we're just doing it because that's what gets the most views. It's not that. It's like that's what the people want. The people want to talk about summer. And it's just like, before this, it was all Chris Watts. We went over that and over that and over that. And there was a lot to go over because we had all the discovery, and there was thousands and thousands of pages of stuff. So we could like go over every little detail. And that's what people wanted. And that case is apparently solved. It's done. He confessed and all that, even though people don't buy it. But yeah. But then this case come along, and for some reason it just blew up. And it's kind of sad. I mean, you have so many other children going missing, like Michael Vaughn. And there's probably a few dozen children who have gone missing since Summer did that we've never heard about. So, I mean, it's kind of like on one side it's good and the other side it's bad, because these other people deserve some noise for their missing loved ones too. But I don't know. How did Tennessee consciously let someone like Candus go home with babies from the hospital? Yeah. Well, I guess they can't really do anything. And apparently CPS was just... I don't know if their authority is very limited or if they were just lazy or what, but I mean, once I learned that house that they were all living in had bug infestation and it didn't have a flushing toilet, that alone, just that, is enough to have that house probably condemned. Never mind, like, there shouldn't have been any children in there. Should have been like, no, you got a cistern, you have running water, dig up your land, put in a bigger pipe so you can flush your poop. Otherwise, you don't get to have children living in this house. Like, when I heard that was freaking disgusting. The smell in that house must have been putrid. I heard Michael Vaughn's parents were read their Miranda rights. Why would someone be read their Miranda rights when they're being arrested or detained by law enforcement? You have the right to remain silent, you have the right to an attorney, yada, yada, yada. Miss Ma, after everything we've learned, I'm like 90% sure that it had been going on, all their children. I'm not seeing any sexual abuse, but neglect and abuse, yeah. Especially neglect. Like, gross. Absolutely gross. And why would people want to, like, why would Jose be okay with staying there? You'd be better off living on the street. Like, oh my God. Yeah, they should have had an outhouse. Yeah, I mean, they could flush, like they had drain for the shower, they could flush their pee. But I'm guessing it's because the plumbing wasn't wide enough to allow for solid waste. So yeah, they should have had an outdoor toilet, a porta potty or something. Can't trust anything. You shouldn't trust anything anyone says, really? Yeah, and this whole, I'll just say this whole non-flushing toilet thing, maybe that's a lie. I haven't seen it with my own eyes, so I don't know. I haven't seen the bugs in their house, but I mean, given where they live and stuff, it's not a story that's that far-fetched. But if it is true, there's no way CPS should have allowed those children to stay in that house. No, it's a health hazard. They can't flush their toilet paper? Like, that's... No. Thank you, Frankie. It's in the property data that says the hole is only 20 to 40 feet deep. Well, there's for some reason they could flush their urine and their poop and that, but they couldn't flush toilet paper. And they have a septic tank and everything, so I'm not sure what the issue is. I assuming it's the plumbing size. That's the only thing that would really make sense to me. Jose is not as people think. It's a face he put on. Oh, 100%. Just like everybody else. Everyone else puts on this persona. Don had the, oh, poor me, broken guy. Jose had this, I'm actually father of the year. I'm Superman. Even though, yeah, he hadn't talked to his kids in how long? Yeah. All hypocrites and liars. All of them. Doesn't say anything about a whole intake. Well, there would have to be one unless they had actual running plumbing out there, which maybe they do, like an actual sewer system, because they could shower and stuff like that. So the water has to go somewhere. May you suggest a channel? By all means, says Sally Myjack. The shower was just a drain into the ground. I don't think that, no. Because they had a flushing toilet, and that couldn't just be going into the ground below the house. It'd have to go into something that can be pumped out. I would really hope. Otherwise, how the hell they didn't all die is a miracle. Who said it flushed? Everybody. Benny? Yeah, he said you could flush the poop and pee, but you just couldn't flush the toilet paper. Yeah, that's very true, Lindsay. And obviously those children should not have been in an environment like that. That doesn't surprise me at all. I remember Don talking about naming her. Put a bunch of names on a table and stuff. And of course, it had to be Utah. Well, the shower would be on top level, so if there's no pipe, it would go to the basement floor between the walls. Yeah, and that's no. There had to be plumbing in there. I mean, they had running water, so they had. You're not going to have piping going in and not a drain going out somewhere. Is Cher laughing again? Oh, that was. I think she was watching a video. Tingle Bar, welcome to the team. Thanks for joining. That makes sense, Cousin Tracy. Yeah, be very old plumbing. So yeah. I heard there was no running water. Well, they took showers, so they had running water. What do you think about summer being in Mexico? Well, that would be great. It would be awesome if she was. Like if she was just taken and being taken care of. You can use a plastic barrel with PVC piping. You could. But then they'd be able to flush their toilet paper. I don't know why this is such a sticking point, Miss Marshall, but okay. Hey, don't panic. Wasn't there something outside of where they for where they showered? They showered in the house. I don't know. All I can say is just not a good environment for children. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey because there's some new information that just came out about that. And we were talking about a little bit of the drama. And now we were on Summer Wells. We're really focused on the plumbing in the Wells home for some reason. As far as I know, Lindsay, there are walls and doors now. I haven't seen it, but they were doing some fixing up. I know they fixed up the basement. So problem with the plumbing is septic tank is too small for a number of people, so they don't flush paper. I had to deal with a too small septic tank about 4 years ago. It was a mess, literally. Yeah, that is very likely because that's a tiny, tiny house. And back in the day, you know, people weren't in the house all the time. So the men would basically never use the toilet inside the house. So there's just a small little tank just for washing yourself, which you never took real long showers or anything. It was usually just a basin. Scrub yourself up, and most times you just toss the water outside anyway. Hey, Marie. Nothing big on the agenda, really. We got some videos Cher and I have to make. Because there was this thing Scotty Skulls was telling us last night that way back, Cher put out this video of Don retracing his steps. And there was another video of him exploring the shed where it was alleged that he was hiding from Chris McDonough. And then he had another video where he's just driving around the other side of the mountain. And apparently people were thinking that all of that was Don retracing his steps when he found Summer was missing. And no, it was just the one part. So we're going to redo that so people don't get all messed up. Yeah, peeing in the woods is fine. Pooping in the woods is awful. It's horrible. As someone who used to hunt, I've had to do it, and it was every single time it sucked. We finally got out of that. Laura, we had like 2 weeks ago, we had a blizzard. It was just insane. And we were supposed to get another one, but it changed, and now we're finally getting spring weather. Just very weird. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke. We were talking about that. Yeah. It's either because their cistern was too small or their plumbing was too small or something. But yeah, horrible. Can you imagine the smell? Oh my God. Morning, Sharon. Hey, sweetie.
Yeah.
Could you refill my coffee?
Yeah. Are these see-through?
A little.
A little?
Not really, though. I don't think I've seen those before.
No, I haven't. Kelly gave them to me.
Don't remember the word flush in any eyewitness accounts. Well, it's splitting hairs at this point. If they had a toilet, we know they had a toilet. We've seen it. I would like to stop talking about poop. I really would. Yeah. I'd be like, can I stay in that camper? Or I'll crash in that shed. Like we were invited out there, and I am so glad we didn't go, because there is no way. Once I walked into that house, if I saw that, I'd be like, nope. Mr. J. Quinn, you stop it. Nope. Thank you, honey. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to do that. I'm like, this is just disgusting. I'm not going to do it. We'd be going to a hotel.
Maybe do these look stupid? My butt feels weird in them.
I mean, they're obviously fake jeans, but
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with them. It's already getting hot up here again.
Mm-hmm. Want me to crack my window?
I think I might switch to my phone and go to the stove.
Okay.
You guys want to come on a quick road trip?
Mm-hmm.
We've been spending pretty much the whole morning talking about poop.
And I'm not even here. I've been panel hopping. Everybody's live.
Yeah, I know. That's why there's not that many people in here. Just the awesome people.
Saying good morning to everyone.
151 of you glorious mammoth jammas know that Saturday morning is coffee time with Prairie. And here's Matthias. Rosie, I know that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, God. Ow. Oh, oh.
Oh, oh. Aw.
Only do that when I have on my jacket. Good.
My frangula.
My frangula? What did you say? My frangula?
I said my French laugh.
Oh.
Stop mocking me.
I will not. Stop Stop giving me a reason to mock you.
No, I don't got a witch's hat yet. Electronic media.
Oh yeah, I talked about that a little bit too.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, you know, my purple hair because I'm a witch. I like
Purple hair, yeah.
I like my.
Why you got your purple hair, yeah? The fuck can't you speak English?
Stop.
Hammer time. Do 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 do.
Stop. I know you're mad, but stop.
I stopped.
Soper.
Stop telling me to stop. I already stopped.
Stop it.
You stop stopping. Ow. You non-stopper.
She's throwing things at me.
What about your cupcakes I slaved all day on?
Eat your cupcakes.
Fine.
Hang your head in shame. Oh, dang it. I slopped the coffee a little bit. It's hot.
Are you supposed to be indignant?
Yes, that is English. Think where I'm just being a goof.
Yeah. Don't make fun of the coffees.
People make fun of the way Canadians talk. They made a whole movie about it. You ever see Strange Brew? That's making fun of Canadians.
Canadians are so much fun. They say,
Eh?
have another Mullin thing. Something like that.
I love that Molson, eh? I could drink that for
Go
days.
put your boots on.
Yeah, we're gonna hop in the truck there and go for a rip, eh?
Mommy.
We'll forget about all them hosers, eh? We'll go have some fun, eh?
Yeah. We're going to go out in the boot.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So there you go. I made fun of Canadians too.
Rosie, I am British. I can't help that. I can't help. Some words sound British, like British.
Oh, please ask her the name of her denture dentist.
Dr. Graves,
I can't remember the name of the place.
Curtis, Graves, B&G Denture Clinic.
Mm-hmm.
$5,200 gets you your teeth. I don't know if it gets you 2 sets or if I'm just special because he knows I'm on YouTube and he wants to make sure he's showing his best work. Every time I have my appointment, like yesterday, the last appointment I had, he was like, every time I see you, I'm not 100% impressed with your teeth. So he keeps telling me critiques he's gonna make on them.
Yeah, he's very
He's good.
yeah.
All
he's
my
very good.
appointments, he tries to get me in like every 2 or 3 weeks to give me a new soft reline. I'm excited for next week because I go on the 16th and I'm getting rescanned again. He's gonna make me a second pair of teeth at the end of all this, at the end of the year, and every visit is paid for.
Yeah.
So
It's actually a good deal.
at
The
the
only
end of
really
the year,
expensive
I
part is
ate
having your teeth removed.
yeah, if you
By
have a
the
lot of
dentist.
teeth left, it's most expensive. Yeah,
That was the most expensive. Well, not the most
that's
expensive
like
part.
half of what the dentures cost,
Yeah, it was.
almost.
It was $5,200 or whatever for the dentures to be made, and it was $2,300 to have her teeth pulled. She was in there in like an hour.
Mhm.
We live streamed the whole thing, start to finish.
Yeah,
I don't even know if it was an hour.
and I still got called a liar and that my teeth are just clip-ons from Amazon for $20.
Well, it's just because people are stupid.
Yeah.
All right, I got my wallet.
Yeah, I like Dr. Graves. Not pushy on things, like trying to get more money, you know?
No,
He didn't change the cost.
the only thing was at the start, she thought she was getting implants.
Yeah, but I just
But-
got too excited listening and seeing all the options. I just
Yeah.
got confused. That was my mistake.
Yeah, Miss Marshall, I think it was maybe a little over an hour. Like if you factor in the amount of time it took for the freezing to take effect and all that. But yeah, we live streamed it on Mr. and Mrs. Cher. You can literally see Cher having her teeth pulled out. Put my shoes on.
Well, you run to the store. I'm gonna do some spells. Work on my chants. Cast a spell on Carl.
I'd kind of like it if you'd perform.
Wait, you want me to go too?
Guess I want you to come.
Oh,
Did you watch the Labs live from last night? And thank you, Donna.
no, we don't watch the web.
Hey, crimes have consequences. They do look amazing, Andy. It's really windy. Why didn't you grab? My
No.
God, where? Then why are you wearing shoes? There's two women, two men outside. Men are wearing shoes. Neither of the women are wearing shoes. Go figure.
I need to go watch it. Tim Mullin has spoken. Has he? Ah,
Did he go on the Lab?
did he go on the lab?
Yeah, I'll watch that shit.
Wait, hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Josh from the lab had a message from Tim Mullin. Oh, from Tim Mullin. He's gross. Tim, not Josh. Oh, he had a message for Josh? How cold is it here?
How cold is it? Well, my app says 27. That's not right. It's actually kind of hot.
Tim is sick and his response to Josh was disgusting. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to. Hey, Marie. We are hoping for August. Otherwise, it might have to wait until my youngest daughter is 18, which would be after September. So if we waited till then, it would be, well, my daughters could come at any point, but probably it would be Christmas break then that they would come. But we'll see. Hopefully for the summer. Not sure what the plan is yet. We gotta just take it day by day and get through some certain hurdles with assholes.
It's just nothing straightforward. It's all.
Just wait and see.
Yeah.
It's in the near future though.
Yes.
I can't wait. So excited. Mr. Cher is too. No, it's not that cold. It's really nice. It's actually hot, especially like when you're in the sun. Yesterday was warmer though, or it was less windy, so it was warmer. I was in shorts and tank top yesterday. I'm from Minnesota though. If the sun is out, I'm in blue clothes, you know. Yeah, we're super excited. It's really sweet because my daughters, the older ones, actually started on all of the paperwork and doing everything. And then they called me and they're like, guess what, Mom? We're working on blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God. So they took the initiative, you know, they didn't even wait for me to help. They just started doing it. They're so cute. They're so excited.
Getting excited. Yeah.
Melissa! They were spells, yeah. Yeah, Miss Mama, that would be awesome. I have a feeling the girls might come here and just want to stay, but I don't know.
They're welcome to.
Mm-hmm. I think it'll get to a point once everything's actually. I think the boys might have their passport. Either way, the boys have a lot of stuff that they like to do with their grandpa and their dad and stuff, but they might come here next summer for the whole summer. All the kids. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they even like it around here.
I think the girls will like it. The
Yeah.
boys, maybe not so much, because you can't just go hunting and fishing wherever you want.
Yeah, that's true. They'd like it for some time, but they definitely want to be back in Minnesota where they can hunt and fish.
Got more freedom in America.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a vacancy in apartments right there.
Eesh. At the Soul Hideout.
Hungry?
Are you? Yeah.
Might as well, since we're oot the boot.
He's okay. I'm gonna call him later. I haven't called him in a while, but yeah, I'm gonna give him a call later.
Who?
My dad.
Oh, yeah.
My phone's at home. He'll be sleeping right now though, but yeah, I'll call him later this evening. I'm gonna see if he wants to do a podcast with me for Mother's Day. That'd be cool. I just don't want to see what he has to say now on the Summer Wells situation. I'm gonna turn the camera off for a minute. McDonald's. You guys want to see McDonald's prices?
No. I'll get a Big Mac meal with a Coke and a 6-piece chicken nuggets meal with a Coke. Yeah, 6 nuggets meal with Coke.
Barbecue.
Just barbecue sauce with that, please. Nope. Now let's take bets on whether or not they give me the right sauce.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see what happened with on Josh's. Are you serious? Okay, so I didn't even brush my hair. I took a shower yesterday afternoon, clipped my hair all up in a messy bun, and then last night before bed I took it out, and then I just rolled out of bed.
Looks good. Doesn't matter what she does, she always looks cute.
That's not true.
It is true. It's frustrating.
Where is the link to the video at the beginning? I'm not sure what that means, I see.
A video you sent me last night about Stephen Avery and Dassey.
Oh!
Put the link to the video in the chat.
The Outside Kitty's good. He brought a friend last night.
You got cats just showing up like crazy.
Yeah, he brought a friend last night, a black kitty. I think it was a girl, actually. She was very skittish. She did not let me go near her, and she ran back down the road. And then when he came back, he came around a couple times last night. He acted skittish too. So I think because he's trying to I think it was his girlfriend showing him where food is. I don't know. But yeah, he led another cat.
Yep.
He led another cat over, so it was pretty cute. Yeah, bringing friends now. That's what I was thinking. It's his pregnant girlfriend or something. Tim is so cringe. I can't wait for y'all to see this. Talk about a hypocrite. Oh, shoot. Well, okay. Well, now you guys are making me very curious.
Yeah. Well, it was a message, apparently.
Yeah. Even still, though, his messages are fucking wild. It just doesn't make sense. Party at Cheers with the kitty food.
Thank you.
Oh, they gave you barbecue this time.
Yay!
Yay! I really want y'all to watch it live so I can see Cher's reactions. Okay, we'll be home in 90 seconds here and we will. We're all killing you with curiosity. All right, we're almost there. We will watch this.
Someone got a timestamp for when.
Yeah, is there a timestamp or is it so it says most recent show? And if there's a timestamp.
We were both trying to wait for the other one to go so we could switch the ones. We ended up almost stuck.
What's that pink poster say, baby?
Um,
Oh. Oh. I am sweating. Yeah. Guys, we are home, so we will pull up that. The whole thing is Tim. The whole show is about it. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Here we go. What the F? Why? Okay, 1 second, guys.
oh, okay. All right. Bear with us. We're heading upstairs.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Josh won't mind us reacting to it. I'll reach out to him and let him know that we were asked to react to it. I'm pretty sure it'll be okay, but I don't know.
Is it Wells Meteor Meat Eater?
Yeah. Lets me have it. Yeah, it's that one.
Okay. All right. Cha, 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 cha. I'm not hearing anything.
What I got to do for me and my boys and my kids.
Don't say the F's and stuff.
There is no investigation. This boy has.
There's not, really? It is to me. But I have to.
There is no investigation.
Don't say the F's and stuff.
On the way in, it's been a long time since we've done a roll call, and I think that we need to. It's always good to check in. Let's go.
There is no investigation. This boy has.
There's not, really? It is to me. Don't say the
Austin, Texas.
But I have to put hers on the side. And
I'm going to do what I got to do for me and my boys and my kids.
Don't say the F's and stuff.
There is no investigation. This boy.
Got
Did
it.
we get a time?
Now we're in the money. Now we're in the money. Now I get it. Was that? Yeah. Pew!
Bump up the
But
speed, too.
for some reason, he has this insane hatred for. Well, I don't say some reason. I can understand why he has this insane hatred, because people trash him incessantly, right or wrong. That's not really for me to decide. But for the last 3 or 4 months, I've been asking him, hey, why don't you come on the show? Let's talk. Come on the show. Let's talk. I just have, if you're the, and he's always been kind of cordial with me, at least in responses, and him and I.
Same. I think he's been pretty cordial as can be with everyone. Sure
Yeah.
as shit with Marky was. He seems to be more cordial with the men than the women, just saying.
Have shared thoughts on certain things. There is no like love lost there. He's not. He's not really like. I don't know. He doesn't like me. That's fine, and I don't really care if he likes me or not. And that's.
I don't think he likes anyone, Josh. To be honest, I think he just thought since you're cordial, I honestly think he can manipulate people. Like Mr. Cher's too nice. I get the vibe he thinks that he can easily manipulate him because he's so nice. Don't you? Like I feel like it feels very.
Well, people they underestimate me.
Yeah.
It's totally. But I'd been working on him, saying, hey, if you're going to give an interview, why don't you come on over here? Be a perfect place for you to give an interview if that's what you're going to do. If you're interested ever. And every week or so, I would make a point to check in to see what the status of his thoughts were, what his thoughts were when it came to doing an interview. And every time it was kind of the same. Believe it or not, there are a few out there, no doubt about it. And that's okay. I'm good with it. But it all kind of came to a head in the last day or so with him. I asked again to promote his. I said, look, if you want to come on and promote your website and talk, I mean, don't you think it would be good to let people know what you're doing for summer?
Exactly what Mr. Cher told him.
Yeah.
We'll run your website. We'll scroll it for the entire show. We will turn super chats off and put on a charity organization that you choose. We can set that up, or we even said we can just set it up to go right to EquiSearch. And he turned it all down, much like Josh is saying. We were willing to do whatever Tim wanted it to look like.
Yeah.
To do it. So.
Like what it is that you do for the Wells family. Who wouldn't want people to know what they're doing?
Right.
And get the word out.
Yeah.
Exposure is the key. Apparently, he only likes a certain niche of people to be able to look, or that he wants to expose it to. I said, look, man, fair is fair. You come on. I'll promote your website. Mm-hmm. When I say promote it, I'll tell people where to go to look for it or whatever they want to do. That's totally fine. I don't care. And it would always be like, I'm okay for now. I'm okay for now. No, thank you. I'm okay for now. Totally fine. Totally fine. Niche. Yeah. Sorry. Niche. Niche. Leave me alone, Kathy. It's been a long day. And so I would always, ask them politely, and boy, oh boy, did the heavens open up.
Uh-oh.
And he let me have it. In one of the most passive-aggressive exchange.
From the sounds of it, from what y'all said in chat and how he's talking, I feel like this is going to be probably the meanest that we've ever seen Tim Mullin.
Changes that I think I've ever had with somebody. Like, he was very passive-aggressive.
Yeah.
And what it's like, it's really odd that the way that, he speaks. And I remember having this conversation. I said, dude, I'm going to talk about this conversation that you and I are having, because you're addressing not just me, but the YouTube community that you don't appreciate or respect, which is fine. I'm not asking him to respect it, but he definitely has sour thoughts on it, which if you're going to insert yourself in something like this, don't act all holier than thou and try to hide what you're doing. It just seems weird. Not saying that you are doing something weird, but it seems weird.
Mm-hmm. It does.
It's like, it seems weird, dude. It's not that it is weird, but it definitely seems that way.
And Tim loves that he looks so weird to us. He loves the creepiness that goes along with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is your angle?
Right.
What's the angle? And what is it that you want us to understand, Tim? And the questions that I had for you that you aren't interested in answering, fair enough. I'm not going to go and show up at your house and demand that you talk to me. But obviously you got the message was received. And Tim knows that I'm going to share these. It's nothing personal, but it is a response. So let's take a listen.
Why am I nervous?
And remember, if you don't remember who he is,
He's trying to say that he's the meteor for our family, but I don't. Why do you need a meteor for my family?
A meteor.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining.
Will Robinson.
That's right. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, Tim Mullins. The meteor speaks. The meteor speaks. And boy, oh boy, did he ever speak. All right, well, let's just dive into it. I'm going to give you the commentary and break it down for you piece by piece. Well, here we go. So let me give you the preamble here. Basically, what happened was I asked him to come on, have a conversation with me, and then him and I would promote his website. I said website because that's what it is. It's a website.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't like that I called it a website, folks.
That's what it's called. I think I have actually a text where Tim Mullin himself says they don't show the website for summer. They don't care about summer. Like, he calls it a website. It's a website. What else is it supposed to be called?
Not only did he not like that I didn't like that I called it a website, he let me know in no uncertain terms. Josh, the worst, and by the way, he said worse, and I fixed it for him. So I'll read it really the way he wrote it. Josh, the worst thing you can do is call it my website. But it is a website.
It is your website.
Is it not a website? Is that big of a deal? And then he goes on to say, it sickens me. What? It sickens him. So when I call it a website, it's the worst thing that I can do to him, and it sickens him.
Wow.
No jab at you. Well, no jab taken. If people do not have the ability to see the value of the website, and you called it a website, I just saw that.
I believe was upset because doesn't want people to call it his website. Just a guess, so.
Facebook, YouTube, then it is in vain to talk about it. Well, that's a little down in the dumps out the gate, right, Timmy? I mean, is it though? Is it in vain to talk about it? But gratefully, it is used extensively and seen and appreciated mostly by people outside of the YouTube crime community. Doubt it.
Then that would be the people who don't know what the F is going on.
Yeah.
And just believe in his bullshit.
The YouTube crime community really are not out for information, but prefer the quote unquote
bullshit
fellowship the channel supply. Sure, this is a community and people do band together. There's nothing wrong with that. The YouTube creator community really not out for information, but the channel's supply. This is true by the amount of questions I have answered publicly, but then am asked again and again and again. Well, you didn't answer any question I've ever asked you publicly.
Or ours.
Yeah.
Or Angel's. Or Evil Exists. Or Emma's. You've answered nothing.
You don't have to, but don't say that you sit there and take questions all day and all night. This isn't the Benghazi hearing, the 8 hours of Hillary Clinton testimony. Don't pretend that you're doing something that you're not. And by YouTube creators who obviously never read the vast amounts of time I exhausted answering the same questions. They don't do their homework. And here's where it gets really good. And Josh, I have checked your show recently to see its format, and you constantly degrade the Wells family as well as allow your guests to take jabs at them. I'm assuming he's referring to the only other person that ever comes on my show. I simply do not want on that boat. And I repeat, I do not want on that boat. Do you get seasick? Sure, talking about boats a lot.
Right.
Don's got a motorcycle he'll give you a ride on, though, if you're interested. That was wrong. That was wrong, folks. I shouldn't have said it.
He's trying to say that he's the meteor for our family, but I don't. Why do you need a meteor for my family?
And I care nothing about being promoted. Well, why not? Who doesn't want to be promoted? Aren't you doing public work? Aren't you doing public work?
He's bitched about how we don't share the website he created. It is Tim Mullin website. He created it. He runs it in the name of Summer Wells, but it's not Summer Wells's website. This is Tim Mullin's website.
Why? Who wouldn't want it promoted? You run a website /Facebook /YouTube for the Wells, and yet you're not interested in promoting it, just like Dawn and Candus aren't interested in putting up signs, posters, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at first it was kind of like, he doesn't want to talk, but now you're kind of pissing me off with the way you're talking to me, man. I'm not just like, I don't know. First of all, Tim, you can't spell very well, and you're not as smart as you think you are.
Yeah,
I'll just flat out tell you that right now.
That's true.
And you guys will see why it's very annoying the way he keeps talking here. And I can clearly see across the board, as a majority, no one grasps what I did, do, will do, don't do, didn't do, doubt I'd ever do, or done, did, double time.
Wow.
It's just like...
Tim, how do you do the voodoo that you do?
What? What does that mean? What does that mean, Tim?
Nobody knows.
No one does grasp what you did do, will do, don't do, didn't do, doubt you'd ever do, or done did double time, because you won't fucking tell us what you did do, will do, don't do, didn't do, doubt you'd ever do, or done did double time.
Yum diddly.
Boat.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson.
The meteor speaks, folks. The meteor speaks.
The meteor speaks, and she's metabolizing her lies.
I'm not dissing you, Josh. I'm just talking straight. No, my friend, you are dissing me.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Or if you want drama, I'll say this. I don't show my cards publicly. What does that mean? Rest well, Josh. You got a show to run, and it's a huge responsibility to influence an audience with other people's lives. And then he writes Tim at the end, like I don't know who it's from.
Yeah,
Like, I already know who it's from. I know who I'm talking to. You don't have to sign it, Tim. I know I'm talking to you, Tim. You're wasting time writing your name another time. Your name's at the top of the page because we've clearly been messaging. I know who I'm messaging, Tim. My God.
Shit.
Tim, it's Tim. We know, dude. We know, dude. And you are dissing me. But what do you mean by I don't show my cards publicly? I am curious about that.
Yeah,
we
me
can come
too.
back to that later.
He said that a few times.
Tim, I didn't know I was talking to a Tim. Wait, let me read this I just got here, Miss Marshall. I can't stop the show. I'm on a roll here, Miss Marshall. Miss Marshall, I'm going to let you read it because I'm in a giving mood tonight. And I'm always usually nice. Wait, let me read this I just got here. You can pause the show. You can
Miss
pause it
Marshall,
and then
yeah,
catch
she's
up.
still watching ours.
But we'll wait.
Oh, wait.
We'll wait for Miss Marshall.
This live stream is brought to you by Miss Marshall.
Yeah.
She's everywhere.
As soon as Miss Marshall gives me the go-ahead, we're off and running. Just waiting for Miss Marshall to catch up. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. No, just tell me. Are you ready? I'm just messing with you. Just tell me when you're ready, though. Seriously. We're on union time. It doesn't matter.
He's trying to say that he's the meteor for our family.
I'm
but
waiting.
I don't. Why do you need a meteor for my family?
My numbers are dropping, Miss Marshall. Can we get the cliff notes? Later.
Poor Ms.
I
Marshall.
could. I'm not going to.
Ah,
Though. Come on. Come on. Do, do, do. Yes, I'm okay. She's ready.
Okay.
Miss Marshall's ready, guys. Let's go. Now you're going to be expected to keep up from now on. So this is me in the blue. Okay. One stands for heaven. The other stands for Satan. I'm the blue. That stands for heaven. Degrade the Wells. You mean
Oh,
question the
God.
lunacy that we see? It's not about
I'm already laughing that he signed it, Josh.
protecting the Dawn and Candus. I don't know why I wrote that. I'm dumb too, Tim. You know they aren't trustworthy. You and I both know Candus is being ridiculous and doing nothing to find her daughter.
Word.
If you call that degrading, we have different definitions. Talking straight, listen up, Timmy. Maybe the reason it's not respected on YouTube is because you thumb your nose to us. What media manager won't speak audibly to the public? That's not dissing you, Tim. If I was sympathetic with Dawn and Candus, would that put me in your good graces? Even if everything they do is an insult to my sensibility and should be to everybody that listened to this story, who are we protecting? I think we are past that, Tim. 10 months past. Candus doesn't even like you. I don't think asking you to talk about what you do for the Wells family is on par with splitting the Red Sea, although it would seem that way. I'm not looking for your approval. It's a conversation. And then I wrote Josh, just in case he forgot who he was talking to. Bam, boy.
Oh, man.
I mean,
I love it.
yeah, the Dawn. I call him Omicron Dawn. Remember, he's the new variant. Now,
The Dawn. Oh, man.
now, folks, we're going to move on to Tim becoming even more frustrated
Oh,
with
shit.
me, which is fine. He's allowed to be as frustrated as he wants. But he gets
It gets worse.
a little.
Well, they
Yeah,
were
he's
saying it was
the new
cringy. I was like, hey,
He's
where's
the
the
new
cringe?
Yeah.
I went to the Red Sea. I went biblical. That's all this guy understands. He thinks he's a prophet or something.
True,
Candus
he
doesn't
does.
even like you. I had to throw that in.
He's trying to say that he's the meteor for our family, but why do you need a meteor for my family?
So going
I
live
agree. Why do
later.
you need a meteor for your family? But she doesn't like him. It's true. I'm not making that up. You need to do a thumbnail of Don as Moses. Tim is at this moment asking someone to hold his purse, shoes, and hoop earrings. Yeah, he probably wants to beat me up. But who cares?
Go back to your.
All right, here we go.
pumpkins, Tim.
Miss Marshall, are you ready? Miss Marshall?
Ah,
Are you there? Miss Marshall? Okay, Miss Marshall's ready. All right, now this is how he starts it off. This is weird. Sigh. Tim Mullin just sighed at me through a message. Sighed.
he actually. Why would he do that?
Why call him
Stop
Sandman?
it. Because he throws the sand in her eyes, and also, if you guys know the Sandman, like the Sandman,
Mr.
Google it, people.
Sandman.
But he'd be
Bring
throwing
us a
sand in people's
dream.
eyes, trying to disrupt us, and I also look up Sandman.
Yeah.
Just Google it.
Sandman.
Probably because he likes to go to the beach.
Sandman.
What else? I mean, is there another reason?
Sandman.
Hold on.
Hold up.
Okay. The Sandman is a fictional man supposed to make children sleep by sprinkling sand in their eyes. What does the Sandman represent? The Sandman is a mythical character in the European folklore who puts people to sleep and encourages and inspires beautiful dreams by sprinkling magical sand into their eyes.
I can only think of creepy ones besides that. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, too.
But yeah, he be throwing
He
sand
sighs
in
at
their
me.
eyes.
Josh, there's a difference in observing and reporting a situation and mocking. Kind of like what I'm doing now. I'm observing and reporting and mocking. You won't upset me, in all honesty. What did it say? I can't even see because my stupid thing is in the way. My God. Upset me. In all honesty, admit that you are in the inner. You won't upset me if you honestly admit that you are in the entertainment industry.
The news is in entertainment industry. It's labeled entertainment. They're in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, entertainment doesn't mean fiction. It means entertainment.
Me? Entertainment industry? I never said that I wasn't. I'm just a host of a show that talks about dumb people mostly.
Oh, shit.
That's all I'm saying, Timmy. Come on, dude. This is you have a following which is predominantly women. Aw, bummer.
Oh, he sounds jealous.
Very similar to the afternoon television shows. Wow. He really went there. He really went there. Similar to the afternoon television shows. This is the standard formula used ever since television had its infancy in the 50s. How old were you in the 50s, Tim? 67? The formula works. However, television had watchdogs and kept within perimeters of decency and behavior towards other people.
Tim, it's parameters.
But wait, dude, wait.
There's more.
Are you infringing on free speech? You don't seem like the kind of guy that would do that. Jump to 2021. The whole motive of media had morphed. I like that you used the word motive, though. That's true. The whole motive of media had morphed. Where the days of 3 networks only, Tim walked up and down, or walked to school uphill in the snow both ways. Why he wouldn't just go the same way to school as he does from school that will always be weird to me. Where the days of 3 networks only was overpowered by the hundreds of channels with cable and internet. Competition got fierce and respect went out the door. Then there's YouTube. Suddenly people are given power without experience. Here we go. Come on now. Since humans tend to imitate the crime community, simply imitated examples they had heard, such as Rush Limbaugh, but that style just didn't get the subscribers. As far as I remember, Tim, Rush Limbaugh was a very, very successful broadcaster, but I can tell what you listen to, such as Rush Limbaugh, but that style didn't get the subscribers. Sean Hannity style was too brainy for the audience. So he's telling me that the guy on Fox News, Sean Hannity, which I have no problem with. Sean Hannity is a big name in radio. You know, he has been for years, but apparently Sean Hannity is too brainy for our group. Okay. Oh. Come on now, bro.
You can piss me off, Tim, going for Howard Stern.
Chill. Chill on me. Yeah, I'm not. All right. It's just so stupid. It's like, okay. Hold on. Wait. Oh, thank you for that super sticker. Appreciate that. Teresa, best mod group around. You reading this is the best. Thank you. You're welcome. We're having this is fantastic. He thinks I'm really dumb. I won't be going to the gym tonight. This is the workout. Well, strap in, grab a protein shake, and here we go. Let's see here. Sean Hannity was too brainy for the audience, so most settled for non-restrictive styles to get the subscribers. Restrictive styles. Similar to Howard Stern, with some mafia tossed in and the term investigator for good measure, especially when being presented the Wells family. They have zero experience on how to handle such a situation, though the regular news such as WJHL would easily guide them, but competition demands drama, and the Wells were easy prey to get drama. So the Wells family was used. I have so many problems with what you just said. So many problems there, buddy. Mm-hmm. First and foremost, the reason that Dawn and Candus are quote unquote easy targets is because of what they did to themselves, what they did to their family. It's not me that has done this, or the YouTube community. Do people act crazy in the YouTube community? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Do people get out of line in the YouTube community? Absolutely. But this groundwork for this destruction of this family, Mr. Mullin, has been taking place for years and years and years. And you have the balls to insinuate that people like me, who care more about a little girl than their own parents do, The fact that you have the audacity to say something like that in order to protect your quote unquote friends, one of them doesn't even like you, will forever cease to amaze me.
Mm-hmm. By the way, if the mods could post the lab's channel in the chat, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Strange. Lisa Faulkner, no drama here, right, guys? Just lots of. I mean, you don't have to be here if you don't want. It's all good. So nobody's using anybody.
No. In fact, I feel like it could be a little bit. Well, there are some that they do use the Wells name to get the viewers. I agree with that. But I feel as though us YouTubians have actually been the ones that have been used in this.
Well, yeah.
They've kept it to YouTube, and Tim Mullin says that he kept it to YouTube on purpose.
Yeah.
I do feel, and always said this, I think we were being watched before even Summer got gone. And I feel as though Tim Mullin did want to use YouTube to make it seem like they're so worried about Summer and finding Summer and that they're doing something. But he didn't want it on the grander scale of going national media coverage. He kept that from happening, and is what he says, right? So absolutely, I think they'd be using us, just like right now.
WTF is a YouTubian. A YouTubian is like a Buffalonian, but one's from Buffalo and one's from YouTube. One's... let me see. Wait a minute. I listen to those guys and I love Josh. Go figure. Maybe it's the coddlers of the people who abuse their kids who are offended by Tim. Yeah. YouTubians. A person may argue the previous analysis all day, but professionals will tell otherwise. Even law enforcement said 100%, then changed to 99%, and all of a sudden, all the YouTubian investigators only wasted law enforcement's time and money. All these 99%, to be fair, discussions and rebuttals and imaginations and rumors and opinions and mockeries and
I think he copied and pasted part of the message he sent Mr. Cher.
Deep, insightful conclusions based on only partial facts are no asset to the case of Summer Wells. It is one thing, entitlement. There is no crime in entertainment until, in my book, it is to the detriment of other human beings. It should also be a crime that people lose their entire family, 4 kids within 2 months are no longer in the custody of the people that you claim that I'm trying to ruin their lives.
Right.
But it's our fault. It's my fault. Nowhere in here do I see anything about Tim mentioning the fact that there are people that actually do care. Tim's the only one that cares, and he's the only one that knows how to care.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's how he be acting.
Yeah, Lilacs, his message, yeah, that he'd get an F on. The Wells family owes no one but law enforcement truth. But they don't even give them that. I agree with you. But what happens when they don't give the truth, Tim? What happens when this kid, this little Summer, is just left out there because they won't tell the truth? So, no, they don't owe law enforcement. They owe it to their daughter.
Mm-hmm.
They don't owe it to me or you or law enforcement. They owe it to their daughter.
Mm-hmm.
What a stupid thing to say.
I agree.
The Wells family owes no one but law enforcement truth. No, they owe Summer the truth, and you owe me a big fat apology because you're full of it. What is pitiful is how upset individuals get who are not law enforcement, but expect to be told all the secrets and truths and the meaty details between those 2 slices of bread. What slices of bread are those, Tim?
That's my problem, too. Look at the shit that he actually says about the Wells. Now, remember, he told Benny, Benny said, there's something wrong here. Like, what's really going on? And Tim's response to Benny back in around Dr. Phil filming time. So was that like September, October sometime, I think. When Benny said that, there's something going on here. Like, this ain't right. You know, what's going on? Tim Mullin's words to Benny was, if I was going to tell anybody the truth, it would be you. That's red flags everywhere. So what that tells me, he knows something that he ain't telling. What's the truth then? So you know what you're putting out ain't the truth. And when he says right here, what is pitiful is how upset those individuals... Okay, hold on. Expect to be told all the secrets and truths and the meaty details between the two slices of bread. He's again saying there is secrets and truths that aren't out there that apparently that they just love to watch us all try to fucking figure out. Because, I mean, what is he saying this shit for?
Is it lies and bullcrap with everything mixed in between? Yeah, people want answers. What's wrong with that? What exactly do you know?
Right. Mm-hmm.
If they actually owe the truth to law enforcement, then they would have given them the truth. But what they told is not the truth, and you know that. Yet you choose...
What if it's Tim Mullin in handcuffs leading to Summer's body?
...to defend them anyway, which I guess is your right. This guy's a jack of all trades and a master of none, protecting criminals. He says the public doesn't understand the people in that area. He had to help. Well, help us understand, and don't do it by writing a 10,000 word essay. Why can't you just talk? I mean, isn't that what people like you do?
For real, stop.
What is your
writing
motive?
These novels and fucking talk. Use
is it just
your
out of the
voice.
goodness of your heart? Because if it is, why wouldn't you want to promote that? But yet you sit here and you take shots like this. All I did was ask you to talk, Tim, and then this is what you say. What is pitiful is how upset those individuals get who are not law enforcement but expect to be told all the secrets and truths and the meaty details between those two slices of bread, except law enforcement hasn't gotten anything either. They haven't gotten any secrets or any truths or any meaty details because Candus isn't talking and neither is Don. And the lead investigator said that. The sheriff said, shut up. This is not an arena I want in, Josh. You all have reasons of what you do. That is fine. Go for it. Learn. But on this end of the real world, I'm grateful there are people that are not trying to push other humans over the edge, mentally break them down, disrupt the lives of anyone who is kind to them, or the worst scenario, shove them into suicide. So it would be our fault, my fault, if something like that were to happen. And that's that's not really fair to say, right? I don't think it is. You want to lay that at my feet? I mean, you were mad. While typing this, you were angry. You're pissed. Why would you say, I mean, I don't understand why you would say that to me, but, fine. Most of the crime gang have no clue the damage you have done to humans in this case, or how far you have pushed them. Damage I've done? What about the parents of the little girl that's missing? Or what about the 3 boys that got taken from them? Why is it my fault? What damage have I done besides calling it how it is, saying how I feel? But if somebody were to end up, as you say, offing themselves, that's not something that you're interested in. I'm less worried about damaging Dawn and Candus's life than I am about calling true awareness to this situation, because it's BS. It's all lies, smoke and mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Most of the crime gang, regardless. Here we go. Here's more. Most of the crime gang have no clue the damage you have done to the humans in this case or how far you've pushed them. Me, cannot play with other people's lives, regardless regardless the greater cause that you justify yourselves with. You hear that, people? That we cannot play with other people's lives regardless of the greater cause that you justify yourselves with. Well, what do you justify yourself with, Tim? This conversation would go a lot better if you would just have it instead of firing off angry text messages. I don't really understand the angst. If anyone has an emotional problem with the topic, needs to change the channel and get medical help for their issues. I agree with that. But what do you just? I mean, so is it in the name of God? That way, you're going to use the name of God, and I'll use the greater good. Wow. Most cannot even grasp that there are actually people in the world that help others simply to help. Okay. I will not tear any of the crime community down.
Yo, that's all you do, Tim.
Well, you just
That's
okay.
all you do.
And yes, as I've said, I've had to bite the fists of my lips. Bite the fists of my lips.
What?
I've had to bite the fist. What the hell is this? The fist of my lips?
That's weird.
I've had to bite the fist of my lips. Maybe I'm too. Maybe, what? Fist of what lips? I've had to bite the fist of my lips and typing fingers at times. But this is your world, not mine. I'm not built to pick people apart. Laugh while doing it, pretend some sensitivity occasionally, and use the clashy cliche after I torch someone in the fire pit of fickle public opinion. I am not in this for self-glorification of Tim. Invisible is my motive. It lasted a while. This is about Summer Wells. This is not about tearing Summer's family apart for consumption. There is an old phrase, cut a tree down and it will make you feel taller. I don't need to feel taller. I won't tear someone else down just to exalt myself as being the better man. And just a few minutes ago, as I'm reading this and Tim is watching, he tells me that he has nothing against me personally. Well, it sure sounds like you do. Well, that's fine. You're allowed to. If you see right here where he talks about the bread situation, let me see. It says the previous, otherwise. Anyway, he used 2 wrong, so strike 7. I mean, it's just. Oh wait. Did I miss something here?
Do you guys see this app right here? It's called Audible. There's actually a better way to make money on it.
Northern Farm Girl says, Josh, keep doing what you do best. You ask questions like everyone else, so you'll do just that. Tell the truth, Candus and Clan. You said it perfectly. To Tim, by the way, your glasses rock. Sorry, there's a period there. Tim, your glasses do not rock. If you have glasses, they suck. She's talking about my glasses. To Tim, by the way, your glasses rock. He likes them. LOL. Hashtag find Summer. I like them too. Thank you. Especially when I have to stare at the screen and read an encyclopedia. I'm not in this for the glorification. Not built to pick people apart. Well, you did a pretty good job telling me that I was going to have somebody hurt themselves because of all the things that I've done. Tim, why don't you just tell us what it is that you do?
Yeah.
You claim that what you're doing is
Can you move your phone?
helping for the sake of helping.
Just want to go to the next step.
Like ever. So I don't have anything against you, Josh, except you're trying to get people to hurt themselves. I'm not touching you. You must be chicken. Wrote it that way. Dear Tim, why did you keep Don's phone instead of giving it cares what's nothing? The greater good of finding a little kid.
Oops.
This guy. Not very nice. Not that I expected him to be nice or anything, but I mean, we were pretty cordial. It's just an ask. That's all I was doing was just asking. Hey, are you ready to talk? I feel we're getting close, Tim. You ready to talk? No, man. I watched your show, and you don't kiss the Wells' ass, so I'm not coming on your show because what you like to do is you like to tear people down. And the rest of you YouTubians, you like to tear people down too and hide behind the greater good of finding a little kid. Instead, my website keeps getting hit after hit after hit, and that's all it is, dude. It's a website. And I'll say it again, and I'm sorry that it sickens you, but oh well. 2 slices of bread. Yes, 2 of them. Dude, I've had 2 slices of bread. Are we getting read by Tim? I don't know, dude. I'll sign an NDA if that's what he wants. Just really, really strange. Tim who?
I don't think he says anything else other than that.
Maybe the facilitator of all the 411. Josh, just because you were supposed to be a manager, geez, wow. Are you angry? Where's Summer and Don's phone? Any hints? I mean, he doesn't care.
All right.
It's all about Summer, but he doesn't actually.
I didn't see anything that was like like gross or whatever people were saying, but
Well, it's just Tim being Tim.
yeah. Tim is weird, and I don't know. We're skipping the important things. Well, we read it. I didn't see anything in there.
Yeah, he read everything.
Yeah, he read the whole letter. So.
But yeah.
I don't think Tim has children. I'm not 100% though. I'm not there. So I came across something. It's Tim singing about a father and a son, and it shows two boys like wandering around in caves and stuff around Tennessee. So, but it's definitely Tim Mullin singing the song while following these two boys around. So I don't know if those are his kids or if he just sang a song and made a video for a different family. I have no idea.
Oh, Tim was watching and was texting Josh.
Oh.
All right, we'll go back.
I didn't know that. I gotta take a smoke break so y'all have fun. They turned Benny into the Aladdin. That's funny. Oops. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Weird. It's weird, right? It is strange. I mean, look at this guy. Not very nice. Not that I expected him to be nice or anything, but I mean, we were pretty cordial. It's just an ask. That's all I was doing, was just asking. Hey, when are you ready to talk? I feel we're getting close, Tim. Hey, you ready to talk? No, man. I watched your show, and you don't kiss the Wells' ass, so I'm not coming on your show, because what you like to do is you like to tear people down.
He pretty much did the same thing to me, except instead of saying I'm the one who's tearing people down, it's Cher. But I mean, that's not. We have two different channels. But yeah, he was trash talking Cher, basically while declining to answer any of my questions.
And the rest of you YouTubians, you like to tear people down too and hide behind the greater good of finding a little kid. Instead, my website keeps hitting hit after hit after hit, and that's all it is, dude. It's a website. And I'll say it again, and I'm sorry that it sickens you, but oh well. 2 slices of bread, yes, 2 of them. Dude, I've had 2 slices of bread. Are we getting read by Tim? I don't know, dude. I'll sign an NDA if that's what he wants. Just really, really strange. Tim who? Maybe the facilitator of all the 411.
I do still wonder what was the NDAs all about. Like, what was it that people weren't allowed to disclose? Because I always found that very weird.
Josh, just because you were supposed to be a manager, geez, wow. Are you angry? Where's Summer and Don's phone? Any hints? I mean, he doesn't care. It's all about Summer, but he doesn't actually. Yeah, I don't know. The whole upper thing. I don't know about that.
Black Webian.
Strange. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Is he still blowing me up? Yeah. Yeah, we can talk about that another time.
At least in perfume.
That's just, yeah, he was entertained by my graphic. He said, that's awesome, dude. We are YouTubians. the YouTubians. Welcome to Planet YouTubian. This is your leader. You will bow before all.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, no, Will Robinson. Danger.
Stupid.
No,
Candus hates him.
Miss Marshall, Fluke guy is a different guy. They do kind of look alike, though.
Candus hates him. And I would too. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Stupid.
He's trying to say that he's the meteor for our family, but I don't. Why do you need a meteor for my family?
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson. Danger.
Oh man, lead me to your YouTubian. Lead me. I
don't see being called a YouTubian as an insult. It's no different than being called a YouTuber. It's like whatever, a couple different letters.
am. We come in peace. We come in peace. Give me us YouTubians come in peace, and we accept you, even though you degrade us and you have a YouTube channel of your own. Did you know that you are part YouTubian, part of the Biaviance universe, Sector 9?
Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel too. And yeah, he does.
I've lost
They
my
do
mind.
all kind of look like
We are
David
the YouTubians.
Dodson, Tim
Sector
Mullin,
Lab Rat.
and
Please beam me up, Scotty.
JD.
Oh man. Now that is entertainment, Tim.
Hey, Kim.
You would know it if it bit you in the ass. It's all right. We forgive you. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Interview with Dylan Eller's parents. Thank you for being here.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson. Danger.
There is no investigation. This boy
There
has...
is not. Really? It is the
Hey,
me.
Trust Your Intuition Pig. What's up, Mystic Rogue?
But I have to put her on the side. And
I'm gonna do what I gotta do for me and my boys and my kids.
Don't say any absence
There is no investigation. This boy
There
has...
is not. Really? It is the me.
All right. So, yeah. When Tim responded to me, I never said anything back. I was kind of torn whether I should tear a strip off him for insulting Cher or if I should try and play nice and stuff, but I don't think it really matters. He's just going to go off in his tirade about how all us YouTubers are just terrible people.
It's what he does to everyone.
Yeah. So there's really not much point.
I still think you should be nice. I still think you should be nice.
Well, yeah. Well,
You
he...
should do your plan.
Okay. Well, he's probably watched this, so it's out the window, but whatever. I'll try.
You're a bigger man than Tim Mullin, so just be you. I know you don't like him talking shit about me.
No, I don't like anyone, but...
I was like, are you going to let him talk about me like that? You're going to go off on him, right? He was like, no. I was like, ugh.
Well, my instinct was, but...
Yeah.
I have to fight my instinct a lot on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
Otherwise, I would be a drama creator, because I'd be trashing all the people who trash my wife.
That's my job. I can trash them myself.
Yeah, you're good at it, so I vote for Terror Strip. Yeah, he's on his own level, and we are like beneath him. He won't tell us what it is he did, will do, won't do, double dog did, whatever the hell he said. He says, oh, I told everybody what all I did. And no, he didn't. We've watched all of his videos, and never has he talked about the terms he set for the Dr. Phil show like I asked. He did talk to Don once. I asked if he had been in recent contact with him again and how he's doing. He never answered. Like, he said he answered all of my questions, but he didn't. I don't think he even read my questions, honestly. I think he just had his speech prepared, and that's his thing. He's like, anybody reaches out to him, says, I want to ask you a few questions. He'll say, yeah, send them. And then he won't answer them. He'll just give you this speech about how YouTubers are awful and we're ruining lives and yada, yada, yada.
Tim, if you are watching this, if you have answered these questions, why do all of us still have all these questions then? Why does Josh have questions? Mr. Cher has questions. I have questions. Why do we all still have questions if you've answered the questions?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense, dude.
No, it really doesn't. But it is what it is. Personally, I don't believe Tim had anything to do with Summer disappearing. He's just this weird guy that's in the mix of it. But that's kind of half the reason I wanted to talk to him. Like, okay, well, explain everything and then we can move on. But if you won't answer any questions, but you are involved in the case, you look suspicious. It's just common sense.
Also, what he told you, it almost like he enjoys, because he actually told Mr. Cher not to tell Angel something. Instead, he wanted her to continue with what he is saying is misinformation. But don't tell her, though. It's kind of fun watching her spread misinformation. That makes no sense. So you want to attack the YouTubers for spreading misinformation, but you're laughing at it and saying don't tell people because it's funny to watch.
Yeah, it's just very, very odd. Okay. I was going to show... Just bear with me a sec, peeps. I'm trying to figure out how to show something, and I don't think I can do it without. I was going to show you what Tim read, but I can't just show just the conversation without showing other conversations in context, so I don't want to do that. But I'll read to you everything that I've said to him and what he's said back. So it started off, this is actually Cher had actually started this whole thing. But first message to him is, "Good evening, Tim. I'm not sure you even know who I am. I'm Mark, Cher's husband, and I also have a channel. Cher and I do not agree on everything to do with Summer's situation, and I definitely do not believe that you have anything to do with her disappearance. I would very much like a chat with you, and Cher mentioned you like the website shown, and I have no issue with that at all. I can either turn off my monetization for that show, or we can actually have it set up so payments go directly to EquiSearch or another organization if you wish. I hope this message finds you well, and happy Easter to you and your family. Thanks for the time, sir. Mark, a.k.a. Mr. Cher." He said, "Hello, Mark. Thank you for your message. I'm not sure I understand what you said about a website. Could you expound on that, Tim?" I said, "I was referring to your website that you created for Summer. In all this craziness on YouTube, it seems a lot of us creators have lost sight of what we're actually supposed to be doing," which is true. "So if you were up for a chat, broadcast, or pre-recorded, I would scroll Summer's website across the screen, as well as post the website link directly in the description, etc." And this is where that whole website thing. He says, "I don't see it as my website, though I understand what you're saying, Mark. There was a gaping hole for clear, distinct information about Summer Wells for the general public and news media. I fully believe all Amber Alert children should have such a website." I agree. Most people barely take time to read anymore, and only a very, very small percentage of people view crime community YouTube channels. Nothing I do is monetized. A gift is not a gift if someone hands you cash for it. All right. The Wells family definitely needed help because, quite frankly, YouTube was beating them to a pulp. So much so that the family barely had time to think clearly enough to resolve this event. Regardless of the part Dom played in YouTube, the flood of attacks was draining them of any energy they might have to find her or even think clearly in their minds of information that might be productive. It is not my place to delve into the what ifs, etc., or try to assume I know what happened. or to analyze the family's current situations or past situations. Law enforcement is miles ahead of us in their abilities and technology for solving cases. There is nothing wrong with talking about it on a show, but most of the individuals I heard ventured way past the talking and entered into the investigator's arena. The destructive damage caused is untold, and someone writing their doctorate will have to analyze that someday. I'm happy to see that after so many failed learning curves by creators that many are improving and realizing the high risk of missing with people and their families on only partial facts. This is not a scolding, just statements of reality that have occurred. There have been many people deeply hurt that never should have happened. I keep in mind that everything I do will one day be studied by the Wells children when they hit those teenage years of trying to understand this tsunami that hit their lives. Thus, yes, the Wells family needed an unbiased person who could consolidate all the neutral information and get it in one simple location. The news media has been very grateful for the hub of help. That is really all I was going to do to assist the family, but things have a way of evolving. Once the big leagues come on the scene, i.e. Dr. Phil, it required full professional assistance. Don wanted me to do that. I only stepped in to communicate with these professional people to make sure they were legitimate and not more con artists or digital paparazzi. Once again, this evolved and the need was vital to get them through the whole process of Hollywood and to make sure Hollywood wasn't using them for their own devious purposes. I did not want to step into going to California, but it became apparent, especially after counsel, that I was the only person in their circle of acquaintances with experience that could do this for them. Finally, I yielded. From that point, I had to give 110%. I had to become full manager to handle everything from setting up the perimeters allowed with Dr. Phil's staff to handling Dr. Phil's crews, coming to Kingsport, to transportation, scheduling, to safety and security of arrival, to daily schedules in Hollywood, to emotions that cannot be easily typed, to the intensity of the unfolding show and interviews, to the day of the show surrounded by collapsing emotions, to getting them home safely. Then the work started to keep all the risks, challenges, and dangers back home in check as the show was stalled for a month before the airing. So he did talk to me a little bit about this, and I asked him again about it, but I was more interested in like the details of how he set terms and everything, but he never answered me. But anyways, once the show aired, I stepped out of manager and back to basic 3, website, YouTube, and Facebook updates on the official locations. There is no way to look after a family with this intensity and not be drawn into being a friend. Everyone needs an unbiased, unnosy friend that is based on unconditional friendship. I did not have the strength physically or mentally or emotionally or spiritually to handle the YouTubian landscape. But as manager, I had to keep it away from the property for many reasons I cannot share here. Regardless of how people analyze things, Don and Candus became celebrities to the world. Their property became a historical landmark. That is very, very dangerous in this world, and it took a firm hand, constant planning, and long-term calculating to outplay the challengers in this chess game of safety. My only motive, get Summer's name and image out to as many as possible. God gave me the abilities to assist on a local, national, and global scale to the mainline public. To whom much is given, much is required. I would have to have slapped God in the face to not help the Wells family. It's late and I'm too tired to proofread this clearly. I'll reread tomorrow and tell you if any of it should or should not be shared publicly. Thank you, Mark. Well, that's not your call, Tim. Okay, but then I said, nicely said, your goal and mine are the same, spreading Summer's story and keeping her alive in as many hearts as I can. I'm only after one thing, and that's the truth. I would love to interview you and learn more about what things you have been doing, and what things you have been doing all you've done. That was weird. You aren't giving up for that, I understand. Given how judgmental and over-analytical the YouTube realm is, I'm just trying to show exactly what you did for the Wells, more or less your story, so people will know the truth and stop guessing. If you're interested, I will send you a list of questions for you to approve So you know I have no interest in painting you as someone you aren't or trapping you. I'm known as the voice of reason. I don't care about theories. I care about the truth, and I care about summer. He said, you are welcome to send me questions, Mark. I'll take a look at them. So then I sent him the questions. Have you been media manager for anyone else before the Wells? If not, what was it about this case that made you decide to do it? So he did answer that before. Have you done this service or offered this service to others since? Why did you decide to back Don's phone up? Were you concerned about something being deleted? Were you one of the people recording the SDA church services? If it wasn't you, do you know who it was by chance? Do you know why the Solomon Baptist Church seems so much more interested in helping? Like they're the ones who set up that prayer garden thing. Is your church SDA? Have you been in contact with Don lately? How is he holding up? Are you helping with Candus with her YouTube or just Don's? When did you first meet Don and Candus? He did talk about that at one point too. When did Don ask you to be their media manager? How involved were you with them being on Dr. Phil? And he was. But who reached out to who? Did you set terms, etc.? So I just kind of wanted him to elaborate on that. And then the last one, was there any message you would like to say to the people on social media? And yada, yada, yada. So then he completely ignored all that. And he started bagging on Cher. He's like, thank you, Mark. The other day, your wife went from apologies, flatteries, and saying she was making a show apologizing to untamed imaginations of analysis, all just within 3 hours later. Now I've been told she is totally against the behavior panel, which unfortunately I expected. Most of your questions have been answered on the long, tedious, boring videos I posted, and or answered in depth on the Facebook media page I had to exhaust myself with. No, they haven't. Other of your questions are about other people or organizations, or as Kerwin calls it, hearsay. None of my questions were about other people. They were all about him. And, of course, how is Don holding up? That's not hearsay. So I don't answer those. My opinion has no value. I know you say you are unbiased, yet the imagination of entertainment speculation sitting next to you counters that presentation you give of your character. So he's just basically saying that because I'm with Cher, I can't be trusted. But I am not the kind of man that goes after another man's wife to attempt to calm her creative imaginations. Thus, quiet is prudent. Quiet is prudent, Tim. Why the fuck were you saying anything about Cher to begin with? It had nothing to do with Cher. This was a conversation between me and you. As I posted on the media page, anyone who tears the Wells family down will never get my appearance nor discussions on their channels. That covers just about the whole crime community, less a few. I have no odd against you, Mark. You do have a decency about you. When I viewed you online, it was apparent that you have a level mind to see the obvious without the emotional tangents often created. Well, thank you for that. As I've said many times, this investigation is for law enforcement, who has clearly said that social media, mainly YouTube investigators, are 100%, then changed to 99% of no value in this case. It doesn't matter if law enforcement insinuate that they want a YouTubian to play investigator because they are not in a position legally to tell a person what they can or cannot do on YouTube, obviously. But they have clearly said it has caused massive amounts of money and wasted time dealing with the endless imaginations. On that part, I agree, because there are people who come up with very odd, half-cocked, crazy theories and pester law enforcement with them. So on that, I agree. Oh, where did I leave off? Well, that was pretty much all of it. But then at the end, he goes, I will give you this nugget. My good camera never has the time adjusted on it because I do not use the date and time. Thus, the timestamp I showed on the video erroneously was my camera was set with winter time still on it, not spring daylight savings time of June 2021. Thus, the hour difference. I caught the discrepancy when I checked pictures on my cell phone from that day, but don't tell the angel talker. She said such fun with it, I would hate to ruin her momentum of subscribers. Take care, Mark. Tim. And I didn't say anything to him after that because I didn't even know which way to go. He's obviously, he basically just wants to pelt anybody down and say, you're a YouTuber, you don't deserve my grace. So yeah, I don't know what to do with that guy. I don't think there's much I can do. The only thing I was planning on saying is, like, you may not want to talk to any of us or whatever, but I think you should, at the very least, go through your interactions with Dawn and Candus and compare them with what they have said publicly on YouTube. And I'd be willing to bet you will find many discrepancies, and that should set something off in your big worded brain that they are lying. And why would they be lying about their missing daughter if they are innocent? Innocent people don't lie. If Candus was drunk and passed out, and somewhere in a couple of hour span, Summer went and disappeared, yeah, Candus would be disliked. But at least we could believe it. She would be blamed. She would be viewed as a terrible mother, but she is anyway. So it doesn't matter. But the fact is, they weren't honest. They have lied. They've organized phony arrests. I just did that video. The phony arrests, that whole Frank Light thing was probably a setup too. Why would innocent people want to do that? Hey, Tammy Ayo. And why would Candus, who has lost more than I have ever seen one human being lose, 6 children, a husband, and a sister, and she could not be happier. You said you got close to these people and there's no way to not see them as a friend. Fine. But can you not admit that it's odd that she has lost so much and is actually happy? Like, this doesn't take, just because we aren't law enforcement, we haven't gone to university for criminal investigation or whatever, it does not mean we're wrong. A lot of our theories are wrong. That's what happens even when law enforcement investigates. They have several theories, and a lot of them are proven wrong. That's how they find the truth. They don't instantly find the truth on the first go all the time. They have to investigate. That's what we're doing. We are web sleuths. We are entertainers, sure. So is news agencies. We are entertainment. We provide a service to the public. Entertainment does not mean fiction. So, Tim, I'll say it again, because you'll probably watch this, even though I doubt we'll have a conversation beyond this. But of all the people on YouTube, I am the one who will put your stuff out in an unbiased way. I am the only one who will do that. I am the voice of reason. I am your best shot. But I got a feeling you honestly don't care. Is she ready if Dawn indeed does get out? Man, I tell you, I want to have Dawn on my channel when he gets out, or if he gets out. because I know he's going to have a lot to say. He must be going insane with everything that's going on. And I'm sure there are people who are keeping him apprised of what's going on. Cher sent him a couple of emails. We were debating on whether or not to put some more money on his books and give him my phone number. I think we will. Because maybe he will talk to me. I'll give it a shot. Saw a thumbnail today from a clip video. Shout out the 10 biggest discrepancies of Dawn's or something like that. Ah, that'd be interesting. I seem most people are focused on Dawn, but my focus is Candus. Like, maybe Dawn didn't go to work. Maybe he was there the whole time. I don't know. But according to what we've been told, Dawn did go to work, and Candus spent the day with Summer. So I'm just going with that. So for my money, Dawn wasn't around. So he's only recounting what happened second, third hand. So he's going to have discrepancies in his story because he was not there. That could be wrong, though. Maybe he was there. Maybe he didn't go to work. Maybe the whole thing is a complete lie. We don't know.
On behalf of voices in Prairie Boy, I know people don't like Bullhorn Betty. You don't have to love her, but her plan for next month to do, how you say, Vigil is a good idea. Whether you like her or don't like her, it's a good idea. Some people don't like that they're going to do it outside the sheriff's office, but I think that's probably the best place to do it, honestly. They said they're going quietly, respectfully, and they're not protesting. They're just going to stand out there. And so on behalf of all of us, I sent her $30 because I figured go to the dollar store for purple glow sticks for the vigil. So
that's nice.
Yeah. So, because we would really love to be there, but we can't.
Yeah.
But hopefully she'll pick up those purple glow sticks and at least be able to give them to whoever shows up for.
And I hope that this actually is what is going to happen too.
I hope it stays respect. I think she will. I think, yeah. As long as they're there, I don't know what they do. Silent for Summer, purple glow sticks, Paw Patrol, like sing songs or whatever. Yeah, but like actual protesting. She did say that's not the plan, so I don't know. What she said is a very good idea.
It's a good idea. Just hopefully it's actually what's going to happen.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Not everything she's done has been awesome or we've agreed with, but she has done some awesome things.
Well, everybody.
Yeah.
You can say that about anybody. Not everybody's done great things. Yeah. Not everybody's done horrible things.
Good things.
Yeah, even Molly, like I've done wrong things. Cher's done wrong things. We've both done right things. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, but.
You say I am.
Well, you're very damn close.
Yay.
Yeah, Benny's going. Well, hopefully, if this does go and it does happen as a vigil, I think that's a good thing. If it turns out into another shit show like last time they went down there and yelling up at the house and all that, like that is just wrong. This is horrible. So hopefully it doesn't turn into that. Because apparently we just donated to it. Are they doing it at the horse pond? I don't know where they're doing it. I think Cher said they're planning on the sheriff's office, but the horse pond would be a good spot. And actually, that'd be a better spot, really. So yeah, hopefully that all turns out well. And we've been going for 2.5 hours, so I think I'm going to cut this one off. But yeah, I will put, if you want to rewatch that thing with the lab, I'll throw that link in there again. There we go. Just 1 sec. So yeah, this is the video of the lab going through his conversation with Tim. We played it, but we kind of skipped around a little bit because it's a bit long. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. It's entertaining. So yeah, there you go. But I believe Cher is going live later. Either that or we'll be live on Mr. and Mrs. Cher or something tonight. So we'll see you guys then. And until then, this is True Crime Productions with Prairie Boy 77, aka Prairie Boy 77, aka Mr. Cher, aka the Beard of Reason, aka the Voice of Reason, saying good day, good night, and Godspeed.